Record breaker. Jungkook BTS in ELLE Japan leaves fans breathless. A long, immersive, full narrative feature story from the moment the first teaser image appeared, just a shadow, a silhouette, and a hint of that unmistakable jawline, the world seemed to stop, freeze, and lean in. It was barely a second-long glimpse, an image so subtle it almost felt like a secret whispered in the dark, and yet it sent shockwaves across every corner of the internet. ELLE Japan had posted nothing more than a blurry preview with the caption, "He's coming." Everyone knew who he was. The anticipation erupted like a global heartbeat. Notifications exploded everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Weibo, X. Armies from every time zone hovered over their screens, waiting, counting down, sharing theories, dissecting shadows, zooming into pixels, arguing over angles, and creating thousands of edits before even seeing the full photo. And then, at exactly midnight JST, as if the universe had aligned itself to Jungkook's presence, ELLE Japan unveiled the cover. Time did not just slow down. It collapsed. In the cover, Jungkook stood against a stark monochrome backdrop, bathed in soft, diffused lighting that framed every line of his face. His expression was intense, vulnerable, unreadable, an enigmatic mix of boyish charm and mature magnetism. His hair fell naturally, slightly tousled, as if styled by the wind itself. His lips subtly parted. His gaze burning yet calm. His posture relaxed and effortless, and yet powerful in a way that words could hardly contain. And within seconds, armies across the globe forgot how to breathe. The night army didn't sleep. It didn't matter what time it was. Midnight, dawn, noon, fans screamed in unison as though Jungkook had turned the world into a stadium-sized fan meeting. Comments flooded timelines. How am I supposed to sleep after this? Jungkook reinvented beauty again. I need medical assistance. This man wakes up and chooses violence every day. ELLE Japan, I need to speak with whoever approved this. Some armies admitted they stayed awake the whole night. I told myself to sleep early. Then Jungkook happened. I didn't even blink for 4 hours. Others said they cried. He's too beautiful, it actually hurts. And a few even questioned their life. What am I supposed to do with this information at 3 a.m.? This wasn't just a magazine release. It was an event, a cultural moment, a phenomenon where one man, simply by existing, destroyed the global sleep schedule. The photoshoot that broke the internet. The full photoshoot dropped minutes later, and ELLE Japan's server nearly crashed from the traffic. Fans reported pages not loading. Images disappearing. Comments glitching. Shares skyrocketing beyond what the site was prepared to handle. It wasn't surprising. This was Jungkook. In one shot, he wore an all-black ensemble, sleek, tailored, impossibly sharp. The lighting highlighted the sharp contours of his collarbone, the lines of his shoulders, the subtle shadows dancing across his face. His eyes were intense enough to command a room, a stage, an entire planet. In another shot, he appeared softer, almost ethereal, in a cream-toned outfit that blended innocence and sensuality. His expression was calm, distant, slightly melancholic, like a poem that hadn't been written yet. Then came the third shot, the one that silenced the fandom. Jungkook, in a simple white tank top, revealing the lines of his muscles, the curve of his shoulders, and that perfect, devastatingly sculpted profile. It was raw, honest, real, and powerful in a way that made armies spontaneously combust in real time. Comments poured in by the millions. This is not a photo shoot. This is a warning. Who allowed him to look like this? My electricity bill is shaking. I refuse to recover. Even non-fans were forced to convert. One user wrote. I wasn't even a BTS fan, but now I think I need to reevaluate my whole personality. Behind the scenes, ELLE Japan staff reveals the truth. While ELLE Japan rarely comments publicly about behind-the-scenes moments, whispers began circulating from staff who allegedly described Jungkook as nothing short of surreal. One photographer reportedly said. His face doesn't need editing. It glows on its own. Another staff member added. He is unbelievably polite. He thanked every single person individually. And the stylist, they claimed. We brought 30 outfits. He made all of them look like luxury masterpieces. But the most intriguing comment came from the creative director. Jungkook doesn't model. He transforms the entire room. Those words went viral immediately, creating another wave of awe and admiration, a presence that cannot be replicated. Jungkook's presence in front of the camera is something different, otherworldly, almost mythic. He has the ability to switch effortlessly between soft and sharp, playful and mysterious, human and unreal. It's no wonder people say he doesn't just take photos, he sculpts visuals. Every pose looked intentional, every angle felt like a message, every shot captured a different version of him, timeless, powerful, gentle, dangerous. It's the duality, the chaos, the beauty that should be illegal, the combination of softness and intensity that makes millions unable to sleep, breathe, or function whenever he appears. The impact. A global digital meltdown within 24 hours. ELLE Japan's post reached record-breaking engagement. TikTok edits crossed 100 million views. Jungkook trended #1 in 34 countries. The magazine pre-orders sold out within hours. Fan accounts gained a surge of new followers. The hashtag Jungkook ELLE Japan exploded across the internet. Some fans even joked, ELLE Japan should be fined for endangering society. Others said, we need a global warning system when Jungkook releases something. Meanwhile, beauty experts praised his visuals, fashion blogs wrote essays about his styling, photographers analyzed his angles like scientific case studies, celebrities even quietly liked the post, an indirect admission of Jungkook's overwhelming, universal appeal. The emotional side, why ARMY couldn't sleep. It wasn't just because Jungkook looked beautiful. It was the feeling, the magnetic, indescribable energy he radiated. For many fans, Jungkook represents comfort, inspiration, growth, artistry, and connection. Seeing him shine this brightly evokes a burst of pride, affection, excitement, and nostalgia that's almost overwhelming. Some ARMYs said, I stayed up crying because I'm so proud of him. Others said, he's glowing. He looks happy. That's what matters. And some simply felt mesmerized. I can't stop staring. He's unreal. Jungkook doesn't just appear in magazines, he creates moments that fans hold on to, replay, cherish, and carry in their hearts. The mystery, why this photo shoot felt different. Fans noticed something subtle about this shoot, something deeper. Was it the lighting, the atmosphere, the mood, the confidence in Jungkook's eyes? Something about this shoot seemed more mature, more grounded, more emotional. As if Jungkook was stepping into a new era of himself, one that is bold, expressive, and unapologetically powerful. Fans speculated, he looks more grown. There's a story behind these photos. This is his evolution. He's showing a new chapter. Whether intentional or not, the shoot felt like a message, a declaration of identity. The celebration of artistry, a reminder that Jungkook is not just an idol. He is a global cultural force. The aftermath. A world still recovering. Days passed, sleep schedules had not recovered, edits continued to multiply. Magazine copies resold at triple the price. ELLE Japan basked in the aftermath of a digital earthquake, and ARMY, they were still not okay. Every time a new clip surfaced, every time a new behind the scenes moment leaked, every time someone posted a zoomed-in screenshot, fans spiraled all over again, screaming, laughing, crying, having emotional breakdowns, and falling even deeper into Jungkook's gravitational pull. Fans declared Jungkook the record breaker of hearts. It wasn't long before fans crowned him with yet another unofficial title, the record breaker of hearts. And honestly, no one disagreed. Jungkook didn't need an album release, a performance, a speech, or even a comeback. He simply stood in front of a camera, and the world shook. It was proof of something everyone already knew. When Jungkook appears, he doesn't just take photos. He takes over the world, completely, effortlessly, unquestionably. Final words. Jungkook owns the era. The ELLE Japan shoot wasn't just a magazine moment. It was a timestamp in pop culture history, a reminder that Jungkook is a force beyond definition, an artist whose visuals, charisma, and presence transcend borders, languages, and logic. And perhaps that's why ARMY couldn't sleep, because witnessing Jungkook shine this brightly feels like watching history unfold, a beautiful, powerful, unforgettable moment that no one ever wants to close their eyes on.